get those quick, speedy, quick lessons. Lord willing, this is quick. Lord willing, this is quick. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakadash. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahushai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And double honors to the apostles and the elders and great millstone who bring the well to the Spirit, teaching His word and believing His word to the best of their ability. Lord willing, the Most High continue to put in a spirit to endure it. And a mighty shalom for the hopeful elect scattered four corners of the earth, in and out of congregations, teaching His word and believing His word to the best of their ability. Lord willing, the Most High continue to put in a spirit to endure. And Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on other brothers and sisters that's not in their faith. This is Amos chapter 9, verse 11. It says, "In that day will I raise up the tabernacles of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof. I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old." Yo, all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We want to give him thanks, man, because the tabernacles of David has fallen, man. And now we have to use this foolish teaching to build us back up, right? This is First Thessalonians, right? Chapter 5, verse 18. "In everything give thanks, for this is the will of the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushai concerning you." We should be giving thanks to the Lord that, He brought the men of the Lord back, brought the teachers back on the earth to build this thing back up, right? Right? Let me get that precept. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 14. And going to the point, verse 32, it says, "In the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets," right? Like reincarnation, the spirit comes back into a vessel again, right? It comes back in a different vessel, but it's coming back in the same flesh again. But the spirit of the prophets is subject to a prophet. Let alone, this is why the men of the Lord sharpen each other's sword, because this the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets, right? The prophets sharpen swords with each other. Another prophet is here to keep another prophet in that narrow and sturdy path, right? Because sometimes we can be distracted and we can fall off, right? So the tabernacles of David is going to start with the teachers. Then it's going to start with the other men and the other women. But it's all about the 144,000, because those are the ones that's going to be ushering and crying to Yahweh Shema Shai for his brothers and sisters. Right? This is Second Thessalonians, the first chapter, in verse 5. The same thing he says in Isaiah 58, right? 58 verse 1. But this second Ezra, chapter 1, verse 5, and it reads, "Go thy way and show my people their sinful deeds, and their children their wickedness, which they have done against me, and they may tell their children's children," right? And how do we show them? Right? By going in the scriptures and doing exactly what the Lord told Peter, man. We have to feed them, right? This is St. John chapter 21, verse 15, but it goes all the way to 17. I'm going to just only read one. It says, "So when they had dined, Yahushua saith to Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? He saith unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, Feed my sheep. And for the men of the Lord, our number one purpose is to feed the sheep, right? Give them the food that they need, right? That's how you build up the tabernacles of David, right? Ephesians chapter 2, this is to show you that this is how we build the foundation of this truth. Ephesians chapter 2, verse 20, and are built upon the foundations of the apostles and the prophets, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach himself being the chief cornerstone, right? Because Yahweh Shai is the hierarchy of the whole ministry. But the apostles and the prophets is who the Lord used to build this foundation that Yahweh Shai stands on. And we got to constantly examine the foundation, make sure it's sturdy, right? Making sure each corner of this ministry is held on tight, right? Let's get 1 Corinthians 14:1, right? 1 Corinthians chapter 14:1. Follow after charity, which is, the highest form of love. Desire spiritual gifts, but rather that ye may prophesy, right? You want to desire spiritual gifts, things that's of heaven. Most of us is desiring a freaking material gift, right? We should be desiring things up above. That's why he tells you in Colossians to set your affection on things above and not on things on the earth, right? And let alone Romans 15:4, right? The things that was written aforetime was written for our learning, and it was written for us to go teach, right? You got Proverbs where the Lord said, train up a child in the way they should go. You're supposed to be teaching, like Ezekiel. We're supposed to be speaking to the bones and making them come to life. And how do you make them come to life? By speaking of life. And that life is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, right? That's how you build up the tabernacles of David. Let me let me get uh let me get this one. This is Ezekiel 37, verse 9. Then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus saith Yahweh power, come from the four winds, or breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live. Right? So even if we're not talking to Jake directly, because they don't want to hear it, you speak to the wind and the Lord will navigate, let alone you speak to the unicorn. Somebody might not even watch this now or later, but eventually the Lord will put a spirit on them, and they're going to hear the words. And at the end of the day, regardless if you're speaking to people or speaking to the wind, you speaking of Israel, you speaking about Israel, the judgment or the glory, right? Verse 10, it says, so I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood up upon their feet, an exceeding great army. Right? The men of the Lord is the exceeding great army, is because they started to get that breath of life, and they started to walk back in their lot. Right? They're starting with the top men of the Lord, the 12 apostles and the 144,000. They're standing up with great boldness. And of course, you got the other 1/3 men. They probably was bringing up the law. It's different levels. The 144,000, they go hard for Yahweh Shai, right? Verse 11, it says, then he said unto me, son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say our bones are dry, and our hope is lost. We are cut off our parts. Like, the more we talk about dreams, visions, the more we talk about the word, the more eventually the elect will be like, damn, those miracles, dang, the Lord did that. Or people might look at how you breaking down the scriptures and be like, dang, how you do that? You just saying just the Lord, that might will them in. We have to build up the tabernacles of David. Lord willing, you put your foot to the plow, you pressing towards the mark. I'm sorry, everybody, I couldn't keep this lesson any longer because I got work to do. But with that, if you didn't watch the whole thing, just start the live over. But with that, is your brother Darkabar. Shalom.